Good morning, student. Today we start chapter number 12, lines and angles. So in this chapter, first exercise is warm exercise that we have to do by yourself. The revision concept of chapter number standard 6. In question number 1, we have to tell that name sets of all the collinear points. What is the collinear point? Those points which comes in one line. Okay. So collinear points are here A, C, and D. In the question number 2, what are the collinear points? P, Q, and S. Like this you can solve. You can see the name for this also. Now number 5, question number 2, 5 pair of intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means when two lines intersect each other, we name as intersecting lines. 5 pairs: J and M, J and S, and J and C, yes, C and P, C and Q. Like this you can make the pair, intersecting pair. Concurrent line when when two more than two lines intersect at same point. Okay, so here J, M, and N are concurrent lines, and none of the other here, because these three lines only intersect at one point. Now classify these lines and this angle, and draw them with protractor. You have to use the protractor to draw these angles in your copy, and you have to classify this as right angle, acute angle, and obtuse angle. The first one is example of acute angle because it is less than 90. 90 means a right angle, 180 means obtuse angle, and like this you have to see what are there. Okay. Now we come to the pair of angles. So in pair of angles, first that we learned about that we that is complementary angles. What is the complementary angles? Complementary angles are those angles whose sums are two angles whose sums are 90 degree. Okay, any two angles whose sum is 90 degree, if you found their sum is 90, then they are known as complementary angle. So I have given you one example. You can see here. Suppose there are two angles, this one and this one. If we add, we get 90 degree. So these two angles are known as complementary angle. Okay. Now second is, if in question anyone asks you to find the complementary angle, then simply add. If you get 90, then it is complementary. If you don't get 90 or less than 90 or more than 90, then that pair of angle is not a complementary. And always remember that complementary angle or supplementary angle, they are in pair. Now in supplementary angle, the sum of two angles is 180 degree. If the sum of two angles is 180 degree, then it is known as supplementary angle. Now second topic is adjacent angle. For adjacent angle, we have to keep 3 points. If we found these 3 points in that angle, means pair of angle, then we can say that they are the adjacent angle. So what are the 3 points? They have common vertices. Okay, suppose these are two angles. It has common vertices, that is angle OAP and angle COP. Angle AOB and angle COB. In these two angles, COB is here and AOB is here. Okay, this one is AOB and this one is COB. So here you can see the common vertices is the map here also common vertices. Common vertex. One common arm. It must have one common arm. That is here you can see the one common arm is OB, and then common arm that is non-common. They must be in the opposite side of the common arm. You can see the non-common arm, that is CO and AO. They lies opposite to OB. Okay, this lies this side and this one. They lies opposite to each other, opposite to OP. So this is the example of adjacent angle. You have to keep in your mind. If anyone says to whether tell that they are adjacent angle or not, then you have to say to check these three points. Suppose I say angle COA and angle AOB. They are adjacent or not? COB and AOB. Okay, this one, this bigger one, and then AOB, this smaller one. Okay, so what you see, we have a common vertices We have common arm also OA, but uncommon arm is one side of this common arm. Okay, that is uncommon arm is OC and OB. So these two pair of angle is not a, they are not a adjacent angle. Okay, I have given the example for adjacent angle. Now we go to next topic, that is linear pair. So linear pair adjacent angles, those sum is 180 or have or two uncommon pairs form a straight line. So just where we find linear pair, this example of it is another, it is only a adjacent angle, but in that adjacent angle their sum must be 180 or their unequal arm. If we don't find the 180 means if and suppose here the measure of angle is not given, then what we see that uncommon arm must be form a straight line. Here you see the uncommon arm, that is OA and OC, they are forming a straight line. Then this angle AOB and COB are linear pair. That means their sum is 180 degree. Okay, their sum is 180 degree. What is the formula? What we conclude here? If they are linear pair, then their sum is 180 degree. Okay. Now, next topic is angles about a point. All angles about a point together form a complete angle. Okay. If an angle about a point, there are the lots of angles here. We are taking from the book itself 4 angle only. So here you can assume that 4 angle, the sum of all these 4 angle is 160. Why? Because they form complete angle. Therefore, the sum of the angle about a point is 360 degree. Now, next topic is vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle means suppose this angle we are taking angle 3. So vertically opposite which angle lies? Angle 4, because it lies vertically opposite to 3. Like this only 1, the vertically opposite angle is 2. So here 1 and 2 are equal and 3 and 4 are equal. So these are the property of the vertically opposite angle. These are the property of the angles about a point. These are the properties of linear pair. You have to keep this thing in your mind when you solve a question of exercises and other further ahead when we move ahead in geometry. Now we go to exercise 12.1. So in exercise 12.1, study the figure and answer the given question. Name two pairs of angles that form a linear pair. We have to find the two pair of angles which are forming a linear pair. So what you see here, this angle and this angle means ABD and ABC. They are forming what you call linear pair. Why? Because they are adjacent, what you call adjacent angle first of all, and their uncommon arm are forming a straight line. Okay. One more pair you can see here. The first pair is, you can do this thing in your copy, not in book. Okay. For explaining, I am doing here. So second one is A E B and AEH. AEH. This two angle is also pair of linear pair. Okay, linear pair. Now question number 2, you have to see that OA and OX are the opposite rays. Here you can see CD and E are the point outside the line AX, and on do the following pair of angle form a linear pair. So you have to make this figure in your copy, and one by one COA and COX, they form linear pair or not, we have to find. Then in second question again you make this figure and then you join COA and COD. You have to make these two only. They are linear pair or not, you have to find. Then COX and COP, they are linear pair or not, you have to find by yourself. So I leave question number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You have to do it by yourself in your copy, because they are the basic concept of this chapter only. Solve it by yourself, find the answer. Now we come to the numerical parts. So here first question is 6 number based on numericals. Identify the complementary and supplementary angles of the pairs of the angle. We will find whether among them is anyone is complementary or supplementary. So for that, very simple method is that we have to add them. If the addition, if the sum is 90, then it is complementary. If the sum is 180, that is supplementary. So there are two things we can get. So here we have to add them. So I have done here one question here. So here is 47 degree plus 43 degree is 90 degree. Sum of given pair of angle is 90 degree. Why? Because when we add we get 90 degree. Then the given pair of angle are complementary. The second example that I have taken here, 124th number, 120 and 160. So what, first of all we have to add them. How much we get? 180 degree. So sum of given pairs of angles is 180. Given pairs of angle are supplementary. Like this only. F number you have to add it. How much you get here? 90. So your sum of given pairs of angles is 90. Given pairs of angles, or if the sum of the two angles is 90, then it is complementary angle, isn't it? Complementary angle. Complementary angle. Okay. Now question number 7. Find the complements of the following angle. We have to find the complements of the following angle. That means we have to subtract 12 from 90. Then we get the complement of 12. So here I have chosen two questions from the exercise 12 and 90 minus 2, that is